I'm back. Gonna write some code. Gonna make stuff work. I want to just review how this page works again before I dig into it. Receive address. Cool. We have null here. Here we go. So what is address in this case? Address is a... Oh, here we go. You want to use this. I don't think we have something for this. Let's try. Let's put this back. See what this actually looks like. And let's go. Oh, what are all these? Okay, I should see that. Everything has that in it. Wait. Yes, I know I have private keys being shown. This is BTC testnet. If you want to take it, it'll annoy me, but it won't ruin my life. Okay, how do I get the freaking address? Let me. What's gonna say? Like this, and what's going on here? Is get ADNR not calling? Oh, that's why. So first of all, we want to have it for both. Okay, so that should start showing that. Okay, ADNR. Something is very strange here. It's like this isn't being called. Okay, let's just open it again. Yeah, like I should be seeing that button now, unless I'm completely misremembering what this does. Yeah, it should be. If not, okay, we have the copy address. Let's just make sure that stuff's actually even updating here. It's like not. What the hell? I'm on the wrong screen. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. That's friggin' why. Oh my god. This is the screen I wanted to be on. Okay, so we do have the create domain button. Okay, Jesus. Let's go back to what I wanted to console log here. Go down here. Okay, so coming back to this, I should be seeing this unless, oh, I have it filtered. Okay. And it's all this stuff here. Okay. Well, we definitely want to handle create BTC domain. We'll have that. Let's get that part working. Set creating domain true. Okay. So, okay, that's good. And then when do we call this? We should probably also have this reference here. Okay, so we should probably say actually curious if this carries everything over. Oh, I won't be able to test actually right now. Currency equals currency dot VFN. Okay, now on our home, be on the home screen, I guess. Receive, receive, here we go. I'm gonna create the BTC domain, so let's find this thing. Let's also rename this symbol. It's actually gonna be pretty similar. BioFX domain. Do I have a I don't think I have the buy BTC domain. So I'll have to make that. I will just okay, what oh, this is just the hash that goes in. Okay, so actually we could do domain and then we could actually just have currency, which is of type currency. And what is hash in this case? It is a string. Let hash equal it's an empty thing. That way we can go and then we'll have to change this. And cool. Either way, the hash, and then I think what we can do is change this to say so that's enough. This is just for the pending transaction, so it kind of shows up. Okay, so we have that to do there, and then we're just gonna actually rename this back to domain. And then wherever we call this, this will actually be, we have to now actually do it this way. What comes back from here? The domain itself. Now we pass in the domain, and then we do currency dot x in this case, and we'll just copy that. And then we just have one function to rule them all, because we're going to pass that through. Okay. Probably be something else we need to do here, but let's figure this out. Hey there, Flutter guys. Welcome to the stream. We're not doing Flutter today, but it could be considered Flutter adjacent if you really want to pull some hairs. So I wasn't sure if I'd have to do some of this today, but actually we have to go into our SDK that I've been building alongside with this. What is it? No, CD Web SDK. We can just keep this one full screen because this is an SDK that we're making. Let me see if I have here the BTC. I mean, this is kind of actually address API client. Look up domain, domain available, get address details. Or I guess this would be a raw transaction. No, VFX client. Let's find where buy domain is. There we go. Buy VFX domain. We're going to copy this. We're going to make a new one. Buy BTC domain. And what does the clean one do? Okay, so we want to essentially have one for BTC. And we just change that to BTC. Okay, so where was I? I'm going to go clean BTC domain. We got to import that. And it is valid. This will be the same thing, except the regular expression should end in .btc. Yeah. Okay, so we have our address API client. Then we get address details. We need to make sure that it is not already taken. Now, this one's supposed to return a VFX address. Let me just look at this real quick. And actually, we'll get a different browser so I can do my command tab magic. Just look up domain stuff, addresses. Oh, yeah, there isn't. Wait. Yeah, right. I'm trying to figure out if I can get an address. Let's just look up BTC. BTC address. No, ADNR. Let's see if this works. We might be able to use the exact same thing. Test.btc. This comes back. Response is 404, which actually means it didn't find one. Let's see what domains are actually on testnet. Tie2.btc. Okay, so it's not this one. Oh, wait. I think it's this. Tie2.btc. Yeah, okay, so that does get us something back, but if I change it to something else. So I think I can actually use the exact same. Yeah, I can use the same thing. So, right, is that what this is doing? We get the address details. Oh no, hang on. Okay. Address details. I see. Okay, let's just check. Going here, because this is owned by... So let's actually see what comes back from this. Get address details. This is something slash... This is just what slash addresses? Yeah, slash addresses slash the actual address. Let me see what comes back from here. So we're supposed to... I think we're checking here if it exists. No. Okay. So that's... What is supposed to return? An address. Yeah, address already has a name. So this has to actually be different. Okay, so let's go to the BTC one again. Get address details. We basically need like just something to really check if it's taken. Oh, wait, domain. Maybe we don't even need, no, we do, because we need to know if this address has, because you only have one. Or no, that's not true. I think you could have multiple, as long as it's mapping to a different one. I think we can just get rid of this. Available, and then the domain available will still work. I'm just put a to do here. Do we need to check if the already has a BTC domain? I don't think. Giving myself a future letter. Okay. Okay, we need to make sure it exists, which we're doing, and then this is what needs to change. So, um, docs dot. Let's go to the docs. I think I have stuff here. Um, example transactions, domain, buying a domain. Here you go. It's BTC address exists. Then we do the domain without suffix, which, okay, we're already doing if it includes BTC or this. We split and get that. Makes sense. Okay, so the function is that. Then we need the BTC address. That makes sense. We should also have a something for that. Message. Okay, this is where it gets a little bit complicated. Message is supposed to be a timestamp. So goes, what you just do like new date. Does that give you the timestamp? Dot. Remember how to do that. But this will be milliseconds and seconds. Yeah, we just want to divide by 1,000 and wrap it in a floor. What? Oh, because what? Oh, that's why. Okay, so our message is gonna be the timestamp as a string. Yes. Then the signature, this is the part that is a little more complicated. Signature goes here. Okay, then let me find. I'm glad I made these. These are awesome to have. This example one. So this 2 is still ADNR base. Great. Amount will still be the purchase cost. The TX type. BTC ADNR create. No. It's so hard now to find out what that is. I can go to the creating transactions. It might just be the same one. I think it is probably this. Yeah, it's got to be. I'll double check that. Okay, signature goes here. We'll come back to that one. Okay. So that should almost work. Let's go to our index.test and let's make one for buy BTC domain. And we need an actual address here. Let's just throw in this one. Why not? Okay. Okay, so we have to figure out how to do the signature here. What I don't remember what the friggin' thing is. So let's, since Flutter Guides is here, I'll open up some Flutter code real quick. All right, let's see. Where do I have this? I'll just search for this. Okay, this is the creation signature, BTC signature. Where does that come from? So, okay, we get the message, which is what we're doing. So we need to sign the message. Okay, what are we signing with? Obviously, well, not obviously, but with our BTC key pair. Okay, cool. So we'll have something called signature. It's going to be equal to, I believe I already have something for this. BTC utils. Would it be in utils? Well, I have a bunch of commented code here. That's sketchy. I'm just getting rid of that. Obviously, we don't need it. Okay, so on utils, but it could be in the helpers, maybe? No. Utils, types, transaction, key pair, maybe? Sign message. Okay. This is what we need to make a key pair service. Okay. Oh, why is this called? This is called key pair service. Isn't the other one called key pair service? Okay, let me look at this function. Okay, sign message with private key. What is even using this? Anything? A bunch. Oh, here we go. We can just use this. It's going to be exposed better for us. Yeah. Um, and here I have to pass in the network, which will just be the whatever network this thing has. Self.network, this.network. Good thing that works. Then it's BTC client get signature. And hopefully this is just us passing in a message. Yes, it is. So we want to pass in our, let's just call this a message. But it needs to be the string version of it. So yeah, we can just go and basically convert the whole thing to a string. We can just do it this way. Okay, so then we go like this, and we pass in our message, and we got to remember to go down here. We can now just use the string version of it. So we have to pass in our message, and we need our BTC private key, which we will now make another thing here. Hey, you know what? We could probably just, instead of making the address be passed in, we could just pass in private key and then deduce the address so that it's an interesting idea. Let's just call it BTC private key. BTC private key. And then this becomes a signature. Cool. This should be a string. It is. Okay, now BTC address is essentially going to be our address from private, right? Now we don't have to worry about people putting in different address types. We're just using the one that we like. So here we would use BTC private key. And we don't need to, oh, I guess we can call this BTC account. And it's going to be BTC account dot address, just dot address. Because I think dot address uses, we could do dot addresses and pick the one we want, but I think we'll just use the one that is the default. Okay. Wonder if this will work. I'm going to save everything. Okay, so here by BTC, now the difference is this now has to be my private key. So let's just grab this one. How do I do that again? Actually, I think that's just gonna be the private key of my, it's the wrong private key. Luckily, oh no. Luckily, I'm console logging this stuff out right now, I think. Go to BTC. There we go. Private key. That looks like it. And let's actually, I mean, this is going to use a dry run anyways, so it's going to be safe to run. NVM use npm run test. We got a fail. I bet you it's on this one. Yep. Okay, so what was our issue here? We received null. Okay. Wonder why. This should be returning a string. Uh, ba, 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 ba. Oh, what's this? Invalid transaction. Okay, so that's good. Let's look at, let's just console.log out our data. And how the heck do I just run all of them. Okay, so somewhere before this, we should see this. Okay, function this, name is this. This is the BTC address. This is the message, and this is the signature. Which appears, this all appears right. So let's make sure I didn't do anything wrong. Name. Just gonna minimize this so I can flip back easier. Invalid transaction. I mean, the data looks good. Yeah, we're passing data, passing the network. The key. Is this the correct address? Okay, so that part's working. So what's wrong with this? Do I have like an extra space? No. Is the message supposed, it should be a string. Okay, let's just see. Domain without suffix. I am putting the cost, right? Yeah, amount. Okay. What is wrong about this? So we got the invalid. Okay, raw transaction service. Let's look there. And this would be on line 89. Okay, so, okay, wait, verify transaction. So this actually goes up and hits the verify with that data. Okay, well, let's, this is going to really muddy up the tests, but it'll be worth it. Because, like, all these tests, well, not all of them, but a lot of them have using TX data. Okay, so I should see here. Here we go. Okay, so here's a hash to this from address. Transaction type 6. Maybe it's the, yeah, maybe it is the transaction type. Nods, fee. Yeah, all this looks freaking good. Must just be the type. Okay, so okay, what kind of type do we do? And no, it is. It's the same type. 6, right? That's what we have. Transaction type 6. What is wrong with this then? Data function, name. Well, this is a doozy. Okay, let's find this example one. Um, Mount is 5. Transaction type is 6, which we've confirmed. And there's a fee. To address ADNR base. I must be missing something. I feel like I am. No. Must have something to do with this signing. Um, I'm going to double check the signature. Okay, so BTC signature is sign message. Oh, signing it with the whiff. That would be why. I mean, so let's call this BTC whiff. BTC whiff. Okay, so now a few things have to change. Um, or wait, well, it should work with the private key. I think. No, I don't know. Let's try this. Okay, so this now needs to be address from whiff, which just makes sense. And then basically in our tests now, we need to actually get our whiff key, which luckily we have right here. Testnet private keys, don't worry. Okay, so we've changed that. We use this now. We use that to get the signature. Address from whiff. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's just try it. Let's just friggin' try it again, I guess. Yep. Okay. So by BC domain. Yeah. No. I mean, let's undo that because like it should. I mean, it should just work either way if that was meant to accept a whiff. Okay. And then save that as well. Did it become the same address? That's a great question. Um, Wait, I'm looking at the wrong address. BTC. Oh, wait, what? Oh, that's not okay. That's not actually the problem. Okay, I'm sure it became the right address. Okay, let's just run this again and make sure that we're back to where we were. And this last transaction, something's with the signature. Okay, let's just review this again. Um, so this one, the sign message on this is expecting a whiff apparently. Let me get a signature. BTC dot round dot string. Okay, I need to find out what this really does, which is kind of complicated because this, okay, BTC sign message, that comes into play here. Am I like signing it on mainnet instead of testnet or something weird? Actually, let's keep our service that sign message, which is part of our, oh, I need to actually go to, I need to do sign message in here. This is compressed up code. Oh, there's something called sign message with private key and sign message with this. Okay. Oh, wait, am I using? I think I am using this. Okay, so let's just go to the sign message. Where was this? Yeah, we do this. Look, it's the same friggin' code. We take the private key, hex. Let me just look. So what's the difference? Send message with private key. We're adding this stuff in front of it. Um, Inject after 64th character. Signing stuff is complicated. Yeah, like this doesn't really care if it's testnet or mainnet. It's just like hashing and stuff. So I'm not sure what is going on here. Um, it's probably nothing. I mean, this is like the same code. I want to try something. BTC signature tester. So, yeah, let's try this out. We have this address, although it might be like, this is an invalid address. We have this signature, and the message was this. Invalid. Darn. Maybe because it is saying works only when bachelor has a single public private key with no other conditions. Let's find another one. Yeah, let's just see if I can replicate this. Okay, so the message is going to be this date. And let's try just putting in the private key, which we have in our test. And then how do you actually... What? What is this? There's my message. There's this. Where's, like, how do you actually use this tool? Just signature tool. Copy. Show QR code. What is this thing? There's no button. There's no buttons to actually do anything. Okay, so let's go here again. My address would be this. My message would be this. And my signature would be this. Invalid inputs. Okay, so I am doing something wrong. I want to find one where I can see what's different about it. Sign Bitcoin message online. View demo mode. What the hell is this? Okay. There's an article. Okay. This might help us a little. The message should be this. Invalid private key. Oh. Well then. I mean, this looks like the right private key. This thing's probably just not supporting. What other tools do they offer? Actually, let's go. Um, Reveal private key for this one. Because I know this one's good. Invalid private key. Okay, well, let's just change it to this private key and run our test again. And the address, well, that gets derived from it, so. Oh, there, it freaking worked. That must have not been the private key. You know what that might have been? Maybe that was like the encrypted private key. No. Oh, maybe. Private key. I don't know. I don't know it, but wait, that worked, right? Let's get rid of these console logs, which was in raw transaction service. I freaking got it. And I kind of want to just test something. Um, well, that won't even. Okay, hang on. Because we still got the right. Did we still get the right BTC address? Should be whatever I have over here. It is. Nice. Okay, so we're good. Frig yeah. For those watching, it's very exciting times. Okay, so now we have a way to buy a BTC domain, and this is in our VFX client, which makes sense. So let us go to our package.json 206, and we're going to um, .btc domain. We'll push that up, and then we run npm publish, because this is an npm package. Oh, where's that happening? Error, empty arrow function. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I forgot I added this stuff. I didn't see these errors before. Okay. How can I okay. So this one here, empty. Wait. So there's a file buffer error, and then there is an empty arrow function. Console.log. Error. Wow, what the hell is this even? Few problem. Buffer's not assignable to this. Can I just make this like any and just that's the let's just do that because this works. File, well, file buffer, any. Okay, were those the only errors? What do I run? npm lint, npm run lint. Okay, and then we have an error here where we have do not access this. Oh my God. Do not access object prototype has own property. Are you serious? No, we can get rid of those. We can also then let's just Google this guy. Hello, Prashant. How are you today? We are just trying to publish an update in my npm package, but the linter is like this. Okay, so if object dot prototype dot has own property, then we take their dot call, then we pass in the object, which would be metadata, and then we pass in the property, which would be key in this case. And that's basically what we're going to replace this line with. Okay. Yay. Fixed linting errors. That's really weird. Okay, now we'll do npm publish. And it's cool when it publishes, it runs our test, it runs our linter apparently. Then we should have the newer version. So what's great about that is, let's minimize this in case I need it again. And we're going to pull up what we're actually working on, which is our Chrome extension that's using this SDK. And if we go to our package.json, wherever we have this, we actually can change it to 206. And I will have to stop this so I can do npm install. And this should get our most recent version. All right, Prashant, I see you are a beginner in Python and you're trying to figure out how to learn it. My advice is always to build something. Let me put back on my camera. Now you need to get some basics first, like do some of I don't know what people do these days, but there's all these like code academy things and stuff. Or like if you like video stuff, there's tons of like just Python tutorials. Get the basics, but then like don't get stuck in the, tutorial hell or, lecture hell. Just go, find something you want to build. It could be super simple, but like you might be interested in, if you're trying to do Python for web, there's things like Flask, which is, a pretty easy way to spin up a web service, or an API or whatever, or just a website. Django, I would say, is a great thing to learn, but I wouldn't start there. Definitely something like Flask is going to be easier to get up and running. And then, for Python, if you're interested in doing like more like GUI interfaces, there's like uh, what is it called? Um, Python. Um, I'll just search Python GUI. It's like, here we go. What is it called? Tinker or something? Tinctor. Yeah, this one. I've actually never used it. I never really tried to build GUIs in Python, but it's built into Python, I think, or it's at least like an official package or something. It's okay. It is a package. Um, so yeah, you can build like GUIs with that. Like just think of something you want to build and just start doing it because it's the only way to really like truly learn and make it, kind of stick. Try and stay away from vibe coding, as they say. There are time and places for AI tools. I use them, but I also have a very good foundation, so I'm not just kind of sent in circles. So I try to tell people to steer away from it if you're learning, because you know, it can definitely get in your way. Yeah. If you have any specific questions, throw them in the chat. Okay. Okay, so we now have the updated one, meaning we should be able to do look at this, by BTC domain. But look, we have errors because by BTC domains types are expecting the domain, the key pair of my VFX account, and it needs the BTC private key. So how do we get that? Well, we need to also allow that to be passed in. So let's have a BTC private key, which is going to be a nullable string. How do you do that again? String like that, I think. If BTC private key does not equal null, or maybe we can do it equals null. We'll throw an error right here. Because yeah, this is already in a try catch, right? Yeah. Throw, what are we trying around here? Anything? Okay. Throw, is it exception? Throw error. Throw error. Yeah. Key not provided. And then that will then bubble up to this. Okay, so then we would just pass this through. Okay, so we do need, when we have the handle create domain on And I'll create domain. So here on BTC, we actually would then need to pass through the BTC key pair dot private key. Okay, that should do it. That should, let me think. Okay, so this will create the domain using BTC, meaning we would actually call by BTC domain. So let's get rid of this to do. And I don't care about that right now. Wicked. Okay, so let's test this out, I guess. Let's go to Chrome. Let's open up our handy extension. This is what we're building, in case you're just joining. We're making kind of a MetaMask-y sort of thing. Okay, so we're going to try to create a domain now. Let's call this extension 1. Okay. So I wonder if that worked. I should have been console logging stuff, I guess. Um, but let's see if a transaction shows up here. Yeah, I should have friggin' while that's potentially going. Handle create BTC domain. Okay, so this has pending domain. Where the heck does that come from? I'll look into that after. Okay, this was okay. I'm thinking it didn't go through. We'll wait one more block. We'll wait one more block, and if we don't see it, I'm gonna run it again and console log it. Um, let's get our console open for that inevitable thing. In fact, actually, we can still see the console. But okay, I need to get rid of all these friggin' yeah, it's because I was debugging something. We're getting rid of all this stuff. Um, we can definitely log if there's an actual error, like there and there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't look like anything happened. So let's. Did I do something weird here? Um, bum bum bum. Oh, I see. Check pending domains. Well, this is something I should check right now. Has domain txit label equals the I guess I could do dot contains dot includes. Is that what it is? Just for future reference. Okay. Yeah, we definitely didn't get it. So let's see here. Okay, so if currency is this, else currency is this. Handle create BTC domain. So that's just the interface for it. Well, also, what the hell? I have so many console logs here. Handle create domain. Okay, so let's go and say we will put some console logs back. Handle create domain, wrap it in a string. So now we know we got there. And then let's just say BTC. Let's say about to go. And then let's console log the hash. All right. Save everything. Oh, I see the pro. That's so funny. It might have friggin' worked. It might have friggin' worked. I'm not running my fucking dev server here, so I was just using the most latest build without all my changes. All right. Very exciting. So, but this time we will actually watch things go through. Okay, so let's get our inspector open. It's kind of annoying when you're working on a Chrome extension because if you close the extension, like if I physically close it or I restart, I have to reopen this stupid thing, but we'll deal. We'll deal for now. Okay, so we'll go here. Go to BTC, go to the receive screen, create a domain. We'll call it uh, call it extension 1. Okay, here we go. Error invalid. Let's see what our network stuff does. That's fine. Okay, so did verify come back? Yeah, transaction was not verified. Let's see what we actually sent up. Extension 1, yeah. PTC ADNR create. Is there something weird with this private? There's something weird with the way I'm doing the private keys. This is exactly the error we had in our test cases. Mount 5. Where's the type? Right. Transaction type 6, yeah. I feel like there's something with my private keys that are weird. Okay, I'm going to test this differently. Yeah, we'll just create, actually, let's do this. Let's use my same one that I friggin' have on here. So, reveal private key. Again, this is testnet. You can take my private key. I'm good with that. Okay, so let's... Oh, incorrect. Oh, yeah, I have to fix that. Frig. Import private key. Okay, so we import our wallet. Then we get the same one as here, which is the intention. And if I did this right, we should have the same BTC one. Okay, so that's the 1-3. Yep, that's right. And then let's look at our BTC address. Oh, it never... Oh, I don't have it actually doing that. Okay. Oh no, it's because this didn't get... I have to still... There's something with the ejection. It's not working with these two wallets. What should work is... clearing out... Oops. Clearing out all my extension storage sync. Okay, so that's cleared now. Let's relaunch. Yes, okay, this is what I want. Except import private key. I still need a password, of course. Create wallet, import private key. Because I just want to have this exact same thing. Okay, we have that. And then we're going to create from our VFX wallet. So there we go. Is that correct? Ends in 5. Yeah, it's amazing. Okay, so now let's go to the receive screen. And let's make sure our inspector is still open. There it is. And we're going to go create domain. And we're going to call it extension 1. And we're going to go create. So there, I think it worked. Let's see. So it should show up in the next block or two if it worked. Okay, it didn't show up there, but that's okay. That's okay. There it is. There it is, folks. We have officially created a BTC domain through our extension. Love to see it. Okay, cool. Well, that's pretty good. Now, where was that thing for pending? It was on this screen. Has pending domain is basically, that's not it. Where do we actually set this? Okay, check pending domains. Oh yes, so if this, I see, I see. Get pending transactions. Yeah, okay, we can't really do this until we actually have transactions for... Oh no, this would still be a... I mean, this should always... Is there... Oh, it could be null. Okay, so that actually should solve it. Includes domain. Okay, cool. The next thing is actually figuring out if there is a domain. Um, um, which is a little bit complicated because our address endpoint, we basically need something that's going to be checking the whether okay, I might, how do I do this in here? Web BTC web account. Okay, wait. So where does this come from? Because I want basically um, okay, that's the model. That's the freeze for it. This is BTC web balance info. Okay, address info. Maybe this is what we want. No, this just gets us receive, sent, balance. We will need stuff like that. Okay, how the heck do I get the domain? Let's go to the web domain. Domain ADNR. BTC ADNR list. Okay, so what does this do? This lists through all these guys here. Why is this all the way over here? And this does the BTC service.list accounts. Oh, but this isn't the web one. Web. Yeah, like BTC web account is what we're looking for. What populates this? Where does this come from? We're going to get to the bottom of this. So this, okay, what is this looping through? Account BTC key pair, session.btc key pair. Okay. Oh my God. That's just getting on storage. Okay. That is still logging in stuff. That's changing your account. Okay, here we go. Okay, so BTC ADNR lookup is what we want, I think. Okay, ADNR slash BTC slash the BTC address. Do I have anything to do with that here? I don't think so, but we can do that. Okay, so let's make a new test, and it'll be called lookup address for lookup, or we look up BTC domain from BTC address. Okay, so we basically need something like that. Lookup domain from BTC address string. And then we need to basically now have this guy. Let's actually just pull this back over here, and we'll essentially have the same thing, but it'll be like a BTC domain from BTC address. So this will be address string, and it needs to be slash BTC slash ad. Oh, is that what we're trying to do here? ADNR slash BTC slash BTC address. Yep. And this will take the ADNR as the base route. Cool. And then what's actually returning here? Result domain. String or null. Okay. Then here we just pass in address. Okay. So now in our test, which is where we started, it's kind of fun to start at the test, right? From BTC address. So let's look at, for instance, this one we know exists. So that's the BTC address. BT, and this is no longer, this will be called domain type of that. And we should be able to deduce that. Is there like an ends in? Dot, or just contains? To contain dot BTC. I believe that's what we should be getting back. Right, because that's going to give us, yeah, okay, let's try that out. npm run test. Oh, wow. Look up BTC domain from BTC address. Okay, that's the one. Okay, so we do have a problem here. Let's actually just get rid of these, and let's console log the result here. And try it again. It's probably something really stupid. There's our failed test. Okay, so somewhere above this we should see error. In process invalid. Oh, invalid transaction. Oh, two tests failed. What was the other test that failed? Was it the is this one failing again? Oh, this one would be no, because we haven't bought that one. Test 1, 2, 3. Let me just turn that off and make sure that's the one that's failing. Okay, we just have one failed now. So what are we getting back here? Received null. Okay. Make JSON request. What am I doing wrong here? ADNR slash BTC slash the BTC address. Result.domain. Let's just test this out in Swagger. ADNR, BTC, BTC address. Try it out. I'll go to our test where we pass in this. We do get stuff back. So what am I doing wrong here? ADNR, API, ADNR, BTC. That's weird. What? Domain to be truthy. Console.log error. What is going on? I'm just gonna like put another little console log in here and just make sure that that's what's happening. Okay, so where's our... It's not even... What? It's like not even hitting this. Okay, let's oh wait. Let's console log the error. Maybe that's why we're not seeing anything. It's creating the error here. Bet you that's what it is. Okay, so wait, we're getting a something in the media API client test. What is happening here? Okay, let's just like really make sure something here. Yeah, like this is the one that's failing. God, here. It's like, what? Unit tests are kind of annoying for... Oh, I didn't save this file. Okay, where the heck is... Why am I not getting any console logs here? Oh, hang on. Ah, ah, I forgot. I forgot to push this over. God damn, I bet it's gonna friggin' work now. Like, it's gonna just work. Oh my god, it's just a typo. Good thing we have tests. Tests are solving all of our problems. Okay, so we do get something back. Let's go back to our test thing, and we want to actually make sure that it's a string, and then it should contain .btc. And we are off to the races. Okay, so now we have this new thing that we can put out to our stuff. So let's just run an npm run lint again. Unexpected shit. And let's go to actually let's go back to our test for a sec. Did I commented one out? Let's run our tests again. Yeah, like this one's no longer working. It's very strange. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it right now. We're just not going to worry about it. And let's do our package.json increment to 207. Get status. npm publish. And now that that's almost out, and we can close this. Open up the other guy. And yeah, now we need a way to actually make use of that. So there's something that's, I guess it's where we're getting the balance is probably the same place we would do this. Which is probably happening in home. Balance, balance. Okay, so this is the fetch VFX details. Okay, here you go. Fetch BTC details. Let's also do const BTC ADNR equals await. I guess we still need a VFX client here. Dot here we go. And then we would use account info dot address. No, I guess we can just use key pair dot address. Where's key pair come from? Oh, there we go. Okay, look up this. Look up this address. I guess we can call this PC domain, which this should be a string. Wait, this should be a nullable string though. Oopsie. This should be returning. No, it should be returning, yeah, string or null. Why? Oh, yeah, we're waiting it. This should be a string. I don't know why it said it could be null. Or it should also be null. If BTC domain does not equal null, then we do stuff. So let's store this BTC account info. Set BTC account info. One sec. This is I account info, which, yeah, we're not going to actually store it in there. So let's actually just have a new thing. Const BTC domain, set BTC domain, use state. It'll be of type string or null. Is that how we do this? Wait, lowercase string, string, yeah, string or null, and it will start as null. And then we need to actually go set BTC domain. I mean, I guess regardless, we'll just set it because in theory, if we ever add transferring within here, or it just gets transferred separately, we want to make sure that it gets removed, reset basically. Okay, so then we have BTC domain, meaning now on our receive screen, receive, 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 receive. Okay, so we're gonna add a new thing called, I'll just do here, BTC domain equals domain. Now that does not like, obviously, BTC domain is just going to be an optional string. And now we can actually use this somewhere. So handle submit. We don't want to do it there. Okay, get ADNR. If not creating a domain, we have a button. Oh yeah, this is what we have to check first. So to get the ADNR, it would be if it's Phoenix, otherwise it's going to be BTC domain. Which, what the heck? Oh, because I'm actually passing it through. Let's put it right here. Okay, so, which could of course be null. Okay, then we have that. So in theory, now, if I actually run this again and go to the receive screen, we still have the create button. Oh, did I not? I don't think I actually updated. That's why. No, I must have, because I'm getting the What version are we on now? Yeah, 207. npm install. Yay! Oh my god! It friggin' works! Holy crap! Then the copy button probably needs to be updated. Okay, so this does the thing. For create a domain, we show all that stuff. That's all good. Um, okay, ADNR, get ADNR. Okay, cool. Oh, then this probably does work. Let's just see. There it is. Boom. Okay, cool. We now have BTC domains working. That's amazing. Oh, shit, domain pending. I don't know why that's. I think this was on the receive screen. Let's look at the logic here. Has pending domain. That is. I think there's just something wrong with. Okay, wait. Is there like actually a pending domain? Why is that happening? This one does not have a domain yet, right? Can look that up real quick. And domains. Yeah, it doesn't have a domain. Okay, that's good. That includes, so we should say currency equals. Let's have const label lookup equals currency dot vfx. We would use vfx domain. Otherwise, we would use btc domain. And then we're actually checking if tx label equals label lookup. Okay, so now we have create there. Here we have it. Good enough. I mean, I don't feel like testing it around. I'm pretty tired, but I think we are pretty good. So let us commit these changes by BTC domains. Most of the work we did was actually in the SDK, it turned out, but you gotta kind of do it in that order sometimes. Okay, so we have our address. We can do that. We can send BTC. So we can send. We don't have a transaction list yet. This is just showing this. Now transaction lists in Bitcoin is fucking so complicated because they're not. It's not as simple as just like it's like inputs and outputs and all this sort of shit. So I'm definitely not doing that right now. But I think that's the main big thing left. So we'll be good. All right. I'm gonna take off. Thanks for being here. This is open source. You can find it if you dig a little. I'm not gonna give you a link or anything because if I give you the link, it's too easy. It's just too easy. Um, yeah. All right. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for the questions. See you around.